Hi and good evening, everyone. My name is Albert, and this is Vlogs About Nothing. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your very busy Monday night to join me. I really do appreciate that. And so, I want to talk tonight about some things that are kind of serious. So, I'm trying to think of things in real time, as you know, and if you didn't, I'm letting you know now. All of my shows are improv. I don't have any script or anything at all like that. Sometimes, most of the time, I have no idea what I'm going to be talking about. So it's news for everyone. But while I'd like to talk about how change is often a good thing, you feel me? Um I think I'm stuck on the side of change is sometimes not the best thing. I mean, have you guys seen Mark Zuckerberg lately? I mean, holy macaroni. Talk about the uncoolest kid ever trying to be cool. See, kids, if you weren't cool in high school, you're not going to be cool now. And it doesn't matter if you're one of the wealthiest people in the entire world. You're just not cool. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules. I mean, if we could all be so lucky, right? The guy looked like Waldo, and now he looks like, I don't know, somebody from Wayne's World. A movie that I recently just seen, by the way, and kind of a good movie. There were parts of it that I thought were super funny, and there were parts of it that I thought were super lame. But regardless, there's also the change of people like Kendrick Lamar, who used to make good music, and had an opportunity last night to make a stand against racism and discrimination within the NFL itself and sports, but instead chose to instigate and play his favorite little melody that's garnished him all of this cool fame and love from Jay Z. Who do I need to be reminded? Like, remind everyone lately that the ironic thing about Not Like Us is that the guy who put that show on has literally been um, alleged, doing some other stuff. I'm just saying, I think it's really ironic. Drake is eating his cake as he continues to be the king of the rap world. Anyways, so now that we've gotten all that out of the way, right? I do want to talk about something that is super serious, and I hate to pull out the religion card. I gotta tell you guys, I'm the worst Catholic in the world. Okay? I'm not the guy. I do identify as a religious person. Yeah, I believe in God. So sue me. You know, it's a free country. I also fundamentally believe in the separation of church and state because that's silly to have anything other than that. It's also silly to live in a world where all religion shouldn't be able to be openly expressed and practiced around the world, and not just here in America. Even when here in America, sometimes it can get a little sketch. You feel me? But again, Americans, for the most part, we are very accepted, right? I mean, have you walked down any sort of main street in the Midwest or in a big city? I mean, there's denominations of all types of Judeo Christianity. There's places of Eastern worship, there's places of Orthodox worship, all of those things, right? And so I say this to preface because I know what I believe in. And I don't need other people to tell me what they believe in or, what they don't believe in or whatever. It's cool. We're cool. Everything's fine. I'm only bringing up religion tonight because as it goes, it actually is something that hasn't changed. In the world of modern slavery, there has been one place, historically speaking, that people can go to seek refuge from the terrors of outside. And I tell you, some of those people that have taken refuge in some of these places that we consider to be churches or places of worship have also suffered death in some cases as a result of that place being burnt to the ground, Not cool stuff, right? Not cool stuff at all. I feel like we live in a world, or we live in a country, right, where religion and state are separate. They're two different entities, as they should be, as they always and forever should be. When the government, or when private, or when totalitarian or utilitarian, or any sort of monarch, dictator, any kind of, coup, kind of like the one that was attempted on January 6th, you feel me? Oh, yeah, never mind. The guy's our current president. Anyways, have you bought Trump coin? So I'm just talking about the fact that, like, people can go to church to feel safe. And this is obviously to undocumented people. You feel me? And obviously to the church. To the church, all churches all over this country. Open up your doors and do what's right. Okay? Because moreover, it's absolutely a necessity for people to stand up for what's right and for what's wrong. And an unjust law is arguably not a law. So when you have our commander in chief, who, have I mentioned again, committed treason, for lack of better terms? Anyways, that guy, the guy that's absolutely making, millions of people around this country uncomfortably go to bed each night because of what could potentially happen to them the next morning. So, again, a safe place to be right now is a church. As much as I hate to say that, again, I'm not typically the guy, right? I don't even go to church. I haven't been to church in a couple of years. I used to go to church, and sometimes I still show my face. So, anyways, all I'm saying is that historically speaking and contemporary right now, if undocumented people out there feel any type of danger from the outside world, I think it's pretty safe to say that church is the safe place to be for you. Now, we now have been reminded that raids can take place in churches and in elementary schools, which again should make all of us cringe in our seats, because the government should not be allowed in elementary schools or in churches. That's just wrong. Even for the children who aren't going to be picked out to be deported, the kids around them, their friends, it also impacts them. Gives them a bad taste in their mouth. It teaches them what is wrong. And for some reason, it's conveyed in a way that we stand by to make right, when that's not the case at all. And little children can't discern that, because they are in fact children that can be easily sort of manipulated into thinking anything at all, right? So all I'm saying is that undocumented people right now are living some type of way. And I take it a kind of way, because the world should be a safe place. Our country should be a safe place, if not the only safe place in this godforsaken world. This country owes the rest of the world a safe place to be. That's what we owe the world. We continue to owe the world this as American citizens on the daily. And when we go back on our word, and when we make people feel uncomfortable here in their own home, I just don't see how that's good for business. I don't see how that's good for children. I don't see how that's good for the United States of America. Maybe you're thinking something similar. Maybe you're thinking something completely opposite and you absolutely hate me. I don't care. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And children and people that attend and or seek out church for asylum, it's no place for Uncle Sam. All right? Uncle Sam is welcome if he wants to, break bread and be like the rest of every other person who's in there on a simple prayer of faith that hopefully their government can actually do something for them to make them feel safe and to make them feel like Americans. Because, god damn, it is a pretty good feeling, after all, being an American citizen, living in the United States of America. I want to share that feeling. I think it's pretty messed up, honestly, to want to try and like keep that feeling or victimize and gaslight other people for not being born here or for them being born here but their parents not. Like that's a crock. You feel me? That's wrong. And it's a lie. And therefore, we should collectively remind people that a safe place to be is church. All right? Church will do all of what it can do, as they've publicly proclaimed, to help not allow the government to invasively take away basic human rights from people. Because that's what this is about. This is basic human rights. And the last time I checked, the United States of America is the first and foremost governmental agency responsible for what takes place here on the surface of this planet, whether you like it or not. That's the way it is. The decisions we make impact people all over the world, not just here within the good old US of A. I hope that you guys have a really good night. Thanks for watching my show. Thanks for listening to me. You know, I'm not trying to preach. This ain't a soapbox. I'm just a random middle-aged millennial guy sitting on his bed talking to himself in front of his broken, disconnected phone. I have nothing. I got nothing. All right? What I do have is, you know, I got it in me. I know what's right and I know what's wrong. And ironically, church might be the place for people to be if they're undocumented. So, I hope that you guys have a really good night. Thanks again for watching my show. My name is Albert. This is Vlogs About Nothing. Bye. Oh, and for the record, I'm so sorry, obviously. I usually try to take a way lighter approach to some things, and I think that we kind of got what I wanted to convey across to y'all out there now. And so, I hope it went well. I'm doing okay. Things are going okay. I'm still chronically unemployed. I got nothing going on. Everything's just fine. I'm chilling. I'll figure it out soon. But, you know, I'll see you guys all in the morning. I feel like vlogging in the morning, so thanks for all the new show people, too, watching my show. And for the record, Dane Cook is legit. I'm just gonna say it. He's the funniest dude out there. You feel me? I've been vibing on Dane Cook right now, and he's like engaging on his fan page and stuff. Like, what? Anyways, I'm gonna drink my coffee and continue to contemplate how church ended up being a safe place for all the people who are being hunted right now as if they were some sort of animal by the very people whom they want to be a part of the team. Just doesn't make any sense. I hope that you guys have a really good night. I'm done this time. Bye.